Hello and welcome to Fantasy Smack Talk. I'm Dustin. Week 3 is already over. We're heading into week 4. I swear these seasons go by faster and faster every year. Let's go ahead and get right into the must-adds for this week. Glenn Coffey is going to be the most added player this week going into week 4. He's going to be filling in for Frank Gore, who's probably going to be out until week 7, which will give you Glenn Coffey against the Rams this week, the Falcons next week, then they have the bye. Now, he is a decent start those weeks, and he could have a good impact. But the only thing I want to say about Coffey is if you're thinking about using a good waiver number on him, make sure he's going to start for you the next 2 weeks, because if he's just going to sit on your bench, you just wasted your waiver number because he loses his value once Gore comes back. It's only owned in about 30% of leagues. Then we got Kevin Walter, a must-add. He's back. 7 catches for 96 yards and a touchdown. He had a great year last year. He's already off to a good start this year. He is owned in about 78% of leagues, but if he's still available, you need to snag him now. Then we got Mike Sims-Walker. We loved him coming into this week. He's a big physical receiver. We really like him. We think he's the real deal. He added another 6 catches for 81 yards. He's only owned in about 28% of leagues. We really like Mike Sims-Walker. I would go at him right now if he's available. Then we got Brent Selleck. Still only owned in about 50% of leagues. He had another great game on Sunday. If you at all need a tight end, get Selleck now. If he's available, just pick him up. He gives you instant trade value. He does have a bye this week, but get Selleck. He's off to way too high of a start to be available on your waiver wire. Then we got Fred Taylor, only about 50% of leagues. Looks like the Patriots may have finally settled on a running back out there. He got 21 carries on Sunday, which is way more than anyone else. He had 105 yards and a touchdown. We're not sure if this is going to keep up, but he's worth an add in all leagues just in case. Then we got 2 receivers that are worth adding in deeper leagues. We got Nate Burleson. He's owned about 45% of leagues right now. He's had 3 straight good games. The only reason we don't have him as a must-add in all leagues is because he hasn't had that much fantasy relevance over the last 4 years. So we're not sure if this is going to keep up, but he is worth an add. Then we got Pierre Garçon out there with the Colts. Now he's a temporary solution as well, filling in for Anthony Gonzalez. But he had 63 yards and a touchdown on Sunday, and he was really close to catching a 2nd touchdown, so they trust him in the red zone. He's only owned in about 18% of leagues. He could be a decent spot start a couple weeks while Gonzalez is out. And then we got 2 defenses that we think have decent matchups this week. We got the Bengals against Cleveland. We got the 49ers against the Rams. You know, Cleveland, their quarterback situation's a mess, and Bolger's probably not going to be there for the Rams. So we like both of these defensive matchups. These guys are only owned in about 20% of leagues, especially for all those teams out there that have Baltimore going against New England this week. You might want to consider picking one of these 2 defenses up. Now this is just a portion of the list of the waiver wires for week 4. If you want to see the full list, go on to FantasySmackTalk.com. Click on waiver wire week 4 on the homepage. That'll be up later today. Brent and I will be back for our regular Thursday night show. Until then, I'm Dustin. We'll see you then.